overnight. Suspected cop killer Eric Frien now faces the death penalty. This after a dramatic 7-week game of cat and mouse deep in the woods of northeast Pennsylvania. He was captured armed late Thursday at an abandoned airfield. Frien is expected to be arraigned this morning. Authorities say the charges against him include first-degree murder and 2 counts of possessing weapons of mass destruction. Those would be pipe bombs found in a hiding place. Again, Frien expected to be arraigned in just a few hours at the courthouse in Milford, Pennsylvania, which is where CNN's national correspondent Miguel Marquez is standing by. Miguel, you've been covering this all night. What's the latest?
Yeah, interestingly, one of those pipe bombs that they discovered had a wire on it, so it could be triggered by tripwire. It was also painted green, they said. So as they were searching the woods, the very heavily wooded areas here outside of in the Delaware River gap in Pennsylvania, they were afraid that they might come across some of those improvised explosive devices in the woods, places they were searching. In the end, Frien gave up without a fight at all. He was crossing an airfield, an abandoned airfield south of the state forest here, when this tactical team from the Marshal Service came upon him, and immediately, because nobody else was supposed to be out there, immediately thought this must be Frien. They surrounded him, told him to get to his knees. He did. He gave up without a fight. They then found weapons in a hiding place. The sniper rifle that they found on him, they say it is consistent with the casings that they found in other areas belonging to Frien. One official described what it was like when he was arrested.
This evening at the Birchwood Pocono Airport in Pocono Township in Monroe County, we've been broken down into many teams, a lot of them SWAT teams, and been assigned areas in the woods at various locations to sweep and to search. And we've been doing it for over 40 days. It's a hot, tiring, dangerous job. Today, the United States Marshal Service had one of their teams out at the abandoned airport. When they approached it, they saw an individual that they thought was Eric Frien, and they ordered him to surrender, to get down on his knees and raise his hands, which is what he did. Once they approached him, he admitted his identity, and he was taken into custody.
It sounded like Mr. Frien was very tired out there. What exactly that particular team was doing in that particular place, it's not clear. There is some indication that they had an intelligence source, whether that was somebody telling them they had seen Frien there, human intelligence, or whether it was drone or a FLIR or a night vision technology that allowed them to see him. It is not very clear, but there is some indication that they had that. Officials being somewhat tight-lipped about that. They also say that Frien spoke to them as he was taken into custody, but they're not saying what that is quite yet. We expect that we may hear some of that at today's arraignment, which will take place here at the courthouse at 9 a.m. John, back to you.
Miguel, emotions have to be running high among the law enforcement community there. After all, this man is accused of taking one of their own.
The emotions at that press conference last night were palpable. You see these big, burly cops basically hugging each other. Every time you talk to them and say congratulations, it's sort of the sense of relief would come over their faces. There is an enormous amount of relief in the law enforcement community and around this area. It's a beautiful area, very touristy. It's Halloween today, so people can rest easy basically. This for some people felt like a war zone over the last 7 weeks.
John, that was finally over. Miguel Marquez, thanks so much.
All right, in Maine,